to try to show you an easy fix that I use to solve one of the worst keyboard problems that I think you can have. And that is when you get a keyboard set up on a stand and you have this wicked wobble back and forth, or it slides while you're trying to play it. I want to show you, I'm sure there's several ways to fix it, but I want to show you the way that I've used, and it's worked for me consistently, no matter what stand I've used and no matter what synth I've used. So let's take a look here. So one of the problems that I most commonly run into is on these keyboard stands, these arms, they have these bumpers on them that you can use to set the keyboard on. But oftentimes, with today's keyboards, it seems like, a lot of them are pretty narrow, so they actually fall, at least the ones I use, tend to fall in between these rubber bumpers. And so if the keyboard body itself is warped even just a little bit and it's sitting on this bare metal, that can cause that wobble. Sometimes you'll set it on here and it'll hit one of the rubber feet, or it'll be resting on one of the screws in the bottom of the chassis. That can cause the wobble. And then additionally, when you're sitting on this bare metal against the bare metal of the bottom of the keyboard, that gives you that slide. There's nothing for the keyboard to grab onto here. So probably last year sometime, I decided to try an experiment, and let me show you the material I'm using. So you can just visit your local craft store, probably Walmart, Target, whoever you have nearby. I just bought a single sheet of, this is 1/4 inch foam. It's, styrofoam, very flexible, really soft. And then just some double-sided tape. And so what I'll do is I'll cut a strip of this and then, put a strip of double-sided tape on, and then typically cut it into blocks. And then, peel that tape off of each one and then put them on top of the keyboard stand. So let me show you what that looks like. So here is a keyboard stand that I've already done the repair work on, different than the one I brought up for the demonstration. But you can see I actually didn't use small squares, I used long strips on this one. Let me set it back down. So what this does, the nice thing about it is with the flexibility of this material, when you set your keyboard on it, like this, if there is any unevenness here, it's all completely absorbed by this material. So, the way that the keyboard will push down where it needs to push down, and then the foam, sits up to support the higher spots if you've got a warped keyboard chassis, even a little bit warped. That totally absorbs all of that space. And so now, this thing is, the bottom of the keyboard stand is another story. But the top of this now it is rock solid. It doesn't slide unless I really push on it. It doesn't wobble. And again, I know it was a different stand, but again, almost every keyboard I've worked with and every stand, it's difficult to get it to sit where I want it. So I've put this foam backer board, these chunks, that's not backer board, the foam board. I put chunks on all of my keyboard stands except for that one. And it holds every keyboard I put on them now, holds it perfectly still. So again, I know there are other fixes, but this one is quick and easy. And again, it seems to be a universal fix. You put those things on there and you can forget about it. Any keyboard that you sit on there is gonna grab hold of that foam, and it's gonna be real solid and sturdy. So anyway, this is a pretty easy fix. You're probably, maybe you spend $5 for material, but I've put foam on probably 5 keyboard stands so far, and can probably do 15 more out of that single sheet that I've got there and the tape. So the money will stretch a long way. So anyway, not a lot of money for a very easy and useful fix. I hope this has helped you. Hope this helps you get over that wobble that can be so frustrating, or that sliding. If you have any other easy fixes that you want to share, please feel free to leave that in the comments below. But again, I hope you find this video helpful, and I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.